वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. In this video we will study about the electrolysis. Firstly, I will give you the information regarding the electrolysis, that what is the electrolysis, how it is carried out, what is the mechanism behind the electrolysis. Then we will study about the electrolysis of water in detail. After the video you all will be able to give answers to these questions. At the end of the video I will also perform one activity to show that how electrolysis of water is carried out. So let us start with the electrolysis definition, that what is electrolysis, and then one by one we will cover our topic. Electrolysis word, as you can see, it is further combination of two words. First word is electro and second word is the lysis. Electro word meaning is the electricity and lysis word meaning is the breakdown. So from the word meaning it is clear that electrolysis is to break something by using the electricity. So we can write some short form of the electrolysis is to break something using electricity. That is the definition, simplest definition of the electrolysis. Now one by one we will study that how electrolysis is carried out and what is the mechanism behind the electrolysis. So let us study about that. Electrolysis is generally carried out in an electrolytic cell. Electrolysis is carried out in electrolytic cell. Now what is the electrolytic cell? What is the composition of the electrolytic cell? Let us talk about that. Electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell is made up of mainly three components. Every electrolytic cell is made up of three components. That is, there is a battery which is connected with the wires to the electrodes. So there are two electrodes and there is an electrolyte. These are the three main things which are required to complete an electrolytic cell. First is the battery, then electrodes and then electrolyte. Now I will tell you that how we can arrange these components to constitute an electrolytic cell. Actually, firstly we will study that what is an electrode. Electrode is a conductor, good conductor of the electricity which is in contact with the liquid in the electrolytic cell. So it is conductor of electricity which is in contact with the liquid, in electrolytic cell. We will use two electrodes and the electrodes must be selected on the basis that they should not react with the electrolyte, even they should not undergo the redox reaction, that is a reduction and oxidation reaction easily. So our electrodes must be less reactive or inert electrodes must be selected. So next, what is the electrolyte? Actually, electrolyte is a liquid or it can be a jelly-like substance, but we mainly use the liquid. So electrolyte is a liquid which dissociate into the ions when we pass electricity through the electrolyte. So we can write that when we pass electricity through electrolyte, it decomposes into the ions. So that is the meaning of the electrolyte. So electrolyte is only the liquid which decomposes, means split into the different ion, positive and negative ion, when we pass electricity through the electrolyte. This is the definition of the electrolyte which you can note. Now what is battery? Actually, battery is a group of the cells and it is having a two terminal. First is a positive terminal and second is the negative terminal. It is denoted by these lines. The big line is indicating the positive terminal and small one is indicating the negative terminal. So one electrode is connected to the one terminal of the battery and second electrode is connected to the second terminal of the battery with the help of the wires. Now I will draw one basic structure of the electrolytic cell. To represent the electrolytic cell, firstly I will take simple container. In this container I will add some electrolyte. Electrolyte is the liquid which dissociate into the ions when we pass the electricity. For example, we are having a NaCl electrolyte. When we pass the electricity through this electrolyte, then it decomposes into the Na positive and Cl negative ion. So in this container, firstly we will add some electrolyte. Then in this electrolyte we will dip two electrodes. The electrodes, as I have already told you, that they must be non-reactive, they must be inert electrodes. Electrodes must be selected that they should not react with the electrolyte. So these are the two electrodes which I have taken. We can take the carbon electrodes. If you want to do the practical, then you can take the pencils also, because pencils are having a presence of the graphite, and graphite is a good conductor of the electricity. We can sharp the pencils from both ends, then we can use the pencils also in place of these electrodes. Now we will connect these two electrodes with the help of the wires to the battery. So this is a positive terminal of the battery and this is the negative terminal of the battery. The electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery will carry the positive charge, and the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that will carry the negative charge. The electrode which is having a positive charge, that is known as the anode. That is known as the anode, which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. And second electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that is known as the cathode. So this is a simple diagram of the electrolytic cell. Now we will study that in electrolytic cell how electrolysis takes place. Let us do that. During the electrolysis, actually decomposition of electrolyte takes place. Decomposition of electrolyte means electrolyte get break down into the two ions, positive ion and negative ion. This only happens when we pass the electricity, and then there is a result in the chemical change. So during the electrolysis we can write that during electrolysis decomposition of electrolyte takes place. Decomposition of electrolyte occurs and result in the chemical change of the electrolyte. Result in the chemical change of electrolyte. Chemical change meaning is that there is a formation of the new substance. There is a formation of new neutral substances during the electrolysis. Either it can be a metal or it can be a gas. So it depends upon your electrolyte, that which electrolyte you have taken here. So in electrolytic cell, as we have already studied, in electrolytic cell oxidation and reduction takes place. Firstly, we have studied that during the electrolysis decomposition of electrolyte occurs, then chemical change of electrolyte takes place and new substances are formed. This only formed due to the redox reaction. So in electrolytic cell there is a redox reaction which occurs. Now where redox reaction is occur? Redox word is a further combination of the two words. Red means reduction, ox means oxidation. Now we will study that where oxidation occurs and where reduction occurs and how it takes place. So the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that is known as the anode, which is having a positive charge. At anode oxidation takes place. At anode oxidation takes place. Whereas the second electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, which is having a negative charge, at that electrode reduction takes place. So this result in the formation of the new substance and the result in there is a chemical change. Now we will study that how oxidation and reduction takes place at anode and cathode. Now when we pass electricity, the electrolyte dissociate and it gives two ion. Electrolyte dissociate and gives ion. There are the two ions, positive ion and negative ion. Positive ion and negative ion. Now for example, we are having a electrolyte. We can take an electrolyte example as a NaCl, which upon passing the electricity, when we have passed electricity through the NaCl, it break down into the Na positive and Cl negative. Now we can represent Na positive and Cl negative here in this diagram. Now what happens, as a Na positive, Na is having a positive charge. It will be attracted by the negatively charged electrode, that is cathode. So Na positively charged ion will move toward the cathode, and Cl ion, which is having a negative charge, it will be attracted by the opposite charging electrode, that is positively charged anode. So it will move toward the anode. So Na positive charge, it will move toward the cathode, and the Cl negative charge will move toward the anode. Now as we have already studied that there is a occurrence of redox reaction during the electrolysis. When our ion has moved towards the cathode, then there will be reduction takes place, and which ion has moved toward the anode, their oxidation will takes place. Now during oxidation what happens, we can write here in brief that positive ion move toward cathode, it move towards the cathode, and negative ion move toward the anode. At cathode reduction occurs, and at anode oxidation takes place. Reduction means gain of electron. Reduction means gain of electrons, means electrons are added to our ion. Oxidation means loss of electrons. Loss of electron meaning is that electrons are removed from our ion. So what happens when Na positive move toward the cathode, then electron is received by the Na positive. Electron is received by the Na positive and it convert into the neutral Na. Now from where this electron has came? At anode our Cl negative has already moved. This Cl negative undergoes oxidation and give the electron and convert into the neutral Cl atom. So this electron is transferred to this sodium through the wire. In this direction electron move from anode to the cathode. So the electron which was lost by the chlorine negative ion at the anode was gained by the Na positive at the cathode. So result in the formation of the neutral Na and Cl atoms. So this result in the chemical change, and this is the electrolysis, that how it occurs. Now we will study about the electrolysis of the water, that how electrolysis of water takes place. To do the electrolysis of water, we will take water in one container. In this container we will take our water, and then we will add our 2 electrodes, or we will dip 2 electrodes of the carbon in this water. These 2 electrodes will be next connected to the positive and negative terminal of the battery. Again the electron which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery will have a charge positive and known as the anode. And another electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery will carry negative charge and known as the cathode. This we have already discussed about the anode and cathode. Now in this water we have to add pinch of salt also. So in this we will add pinch of salt, or we can use vinegar also. Now why there is a need of salt or vinegar? Why we have added this? Because distilled water which we mainly use at our home, that is not a ionized water. so it will not be able to conduct electricity through it. As distilled water is very poor conductor of the electricity, so to add some ions in this water so that it will be able to conduct electricity, we have to add some salt in this water. So I have added pinch of salt to just conduct the electricity through it. Now our apparatus is ready. Now next we will study that actually what happens during the electrolysis of the water. Again reduction and oxidation reactions takes place and then our products are formed. Now what happens when we pass electricity through the water, then it dissociate into or it decompose into the H positive and OH negative ion. So water gives us H positive and OH negative ions when we pass electricity through it. Now what happens, we can write here H positive and OH negative ions. As we know that H positive ions will be attracted by the negatively charged electrode, that will cathode, and OH negative ion will move toward the positive charged electrode, that is anode. So at anode, which reaction takes place, we will write about that. At anode, the OH negative ion, here we can balance our equation. We can take here 4 water molecules which will give 4 H positive and 4 OH negative. So to balance the equation I have written 4 here. So 4 OH negative hydroxide ions will lose the 4 electron. As we have taken 4 OH negative ion, they will give the 4 electron and we will get oxygen plus 2 water molecules. Now at cathode, next reaction will take place at the cathode. At cathode, as we already know that H positive has moved, these H positives, we will take 4 H positive here. At cathode, now reduction takes place and now these 4 H positive ions will take 4 electron. These 4 electron will transfer to this cathode, which have lost by the OH negative at the anode. So when these 4 electron added to the 4 H positive, then there is a formation of the 2 molecule of the hydrogen gas. Now this is the oxygen gas which has released at the anode, and this is the hydrogen gas which has released at the cathode. Now you can clearly see that we have break down the water into the H2 and O2, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So that is the meaning of the electrolysis of water, to break the water using the electricity. So now we can write here overall reaction, that is the 2 water molecule we have taken and that decompose into the oxygen gas and 2 molecule of the hydrogen gas. Now you all can easily see that the water has given the oxygen gas and hydrogen gas when we have passed the electricity. Now you can see the hydrogen gas which we have obtained is double in quantity as compared to the oxygen gas. Why hydrogen is double? There can be a question that why hydrogen gas which has released during the electrolysis of water is double in amount as compared to the oxygen. So our answer is that our water molecule is having a double amount of the hydrogen as compared to the oxygen. So during the electrolysis of the water, double amount of hydrogen gas has released as compared to the oxygen gas. Now you will be able to see this clearly formation of the double amount of the hydrogen gas during the activity which I will show you now. We can perform the activity related to the electrolysis of the water in very easy and simple way. For this activity, I have taken 1 glass of water in which I have already dissolved 1 pinch of the salt. Secondly, I have taken this battery. This is the positive terminal and the negative terminal of the battery which I have labeled already, and 2 wires I have connected with this battery. Third equipment that I have taken is these graphite electrodes. I have taken these 2 pencils and I have sharpened these pencils from both ends. As we know that pencils are having a presence of graphite, and graphite is a good conductor of electricity. As graphite is consists of carbon, so it does not react with electrolyte or even do not undergo any oxidation or reduction reaction easily. For the easy understanding or better understanding, I have already labeled these 2 pencils. This pencil I will connect to positive terminal of the battery. It is indicating as a anode, and oxygen gas releases at this anode. Another pencil which I will connect with the negative terminal of the battery act as the cathode, and where hydrogen gas is released. Now I will dip these two pencils in the water in which I have dissolved the salt. This is a complete apparatus you can see, and I have fixed this apparatus within 2-3 minutes only. This is very easy to prepare. Now I will connect this battery with this tip of the pencil. Now you can see that I have connected the positive terminal of the battery with the positively charged electrode and the negative terminal of the battery to this pencil, that is cathode and that is anode. Now we will see the formation of the bubbles in the water, which are indicating the presence of the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. We can easily see that there is a formation of the bubbles of gases in large amount. On this side the number of bubbles is large, on that side the formation of bubbles is very less, because on the cathode side, as this is a cathode, on cathode there is a release of the hydrogen gas which is present in large amount in water, and the oxygen gas is present in less amount, so the bubbles are very less on the anode where oxygen gas is releasing. So you can perform this activity very easily.